And we do start with the so-called Doomsday Mom. Lori Vallow is waking up in a mental health facility. She was ordered committed by a judge after a psychological evaluation found her unfit for trial in the murder of her two youngest children. Vallow will remain in treatment for about 3 months as doctors try to, quote, restore her competency to face the justice system. Her hospitalization came the same day that her husband, Chad Daybell, entered his plea to the murders of Vallow's children, JJ and Tylee, as well as his first wife, Tammy.
On count 1 of the indictment, Mr. Daybell, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
We'll enter the not guilty plea on count 1.
HLN legal analyst, criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson is with me. Joey, you and I have discussed this story a lot, meaning the cases, and it's convoluted. We do know that JJ and Tylee's remains were found on the property. Pleading not guilty, where do you see this going in terms of Vallow being in a psychiatric hospital in terms of testifying, or is there husband-wife privilege? Good morning. A loaded question.
Yeah. Susan, good morning. There's a lot going on here. Now, with respect to the level of competency or lack thereof as it relates to his wife, right, you have co-defendants. And in normal co-defendant case, you see one person maybe turns on the other turns on the one. In this case, you may have his wife not participating as a result of her mental status. And so until she gets better, she'll be out. And the trial moving forward will be a party of one. But that question remains, because if her competency is restored, she too will stay on trial. So she may very well, right, well, the prosecution may slow roll the entire case so that they can try them together.
And there's a lot of charges in terms of alleged wrongdoing. This has to do with JJ and his sister, JJ just being 7, the sister 17. Will this just be for those charges? And is Chad Daybell facing other charges, as is Lori Vallow? It seems never ending with both of them.
Indeed. So there's a lot happening here with respect to the charges they're facing. Of course, as to the children, there's additional charges, of course, as to his former wife, her death, and that death being under mysterious circumstances. It's alleged that both he as well as Ms. Vallow had something to do with that. And I think as a result of that, we're going to see all of that come into play as it moves forward. I think the big critical question, again, is Ms. Vallow's level of competency, the fact that she'll be in a psychiatric institution or at least getting medical assistance until she could be restored to competency. And I think at the end of the day, the real question is whether both will be tried together or will they need to be tried separately as a result of the mental incapacity that we're seeing at this point.
That's a great point. And if the judge decides she needs 180 days more, we shall see. Joey Jackson, always appreciate it. Thanks.